Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. And with me today here in New Orleans, Louisiana is Raymond Miller. Raymond is a construction foreman and construction manager. And you manage a fairly large construction company and a waste site, is that what, waste management?
Correct.
Okay. And Ray's also an athlete.
Correct.
You run marathons, you do triathlons and bike races.
I'm an Ironman.
Ironman, all right, great. And tell me about how you use hypnosis in your sports.
Well, from time to time I have problems with swimming, and probably that's the biggest part I use the hypnosis part with. Right before a race, I'll do visualization through hypnosis, and I'll look at the water and I think about where I'm going, and I close my eyes and I visualize the buoys, and then when the race comes, it's like I've already done the race.
All right.
And there's no fear of the water, which when I first started doing triathlons, I had a fear, which came from a childhood almost drowning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, about teenager, a 14, 15-year-old, and got out and got in trouble, and hadn't been for somebody saving me. Actually come out there, swam out there, pulled me in and saved me. And I didn't realize that when I started doing triathlons, I had this fear.
Uh-huh.
But through the help of my wife, Bonnie and Miller, and some sessions that we went through. And
Bonnie's a hypnotherapist.
Correct. And she helped me through that. And the funny thing about triathlon, when you get out of the water, you go to the transition area, and that's where the bikes are. And I had been doing triathlons, but I had just been beating the water up, had a lot of training, and when I would get out the water, there was no bikes left in the transit. After my hypnotherapy with Bonnie, then the first time I had a triathlon, when I got out the water and ran the transition, there was plenty of bikes there.
All right.
Yes,
That's great.
That was great.
Yeah.
And I could see that it was helping me.
Okay.
It was obvious that I had improved right there. I went from no bikes in the transition area to a bunch of bikes.
Wonderful, yeah.
And I felt good about it.
I bet you did. How many triathlons have you done?
Sprints, I can't tell you, but Ironmans, I've done 2.
2 Ironmans?
I did 4 half Ironmans.
Wow.
And sprints, I do 4 or 5 a year, and I've been doing it now for about 15 years now. So, just roughly, I could say exactly how many sprints I've done. Marathons, I've done about 8 marathons.
Great.
Half marathons, I don't even know, I don't keep count of them.
Okay.
Yet, so. But and then I do 5Ks and 10Ks on and off. But
how about bike races?
I've done several of those. In Meridian, Mississippi, they have some up there. I did several of those up there. In New Orleans, I did some down in there. I probably just a plain bike race. Just bike racing. I've done about 6 races.
Okay.
And enjoy all of it.
Wonderful.
It keeps me out of trouble and keeps me healthy. And
well, I remember the first time I met you were doing the Detroit Marathon.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so jealous because I didn't know about it till I got there, and had I known, I would have run it with you. And
well, I go with my wife on her conferences, and what I do is she tells me where the conference is, and I get right on the computer and I find me a race.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So not only has Hypnosis helped you with doing your races and performance there, but then also the anxiety over water.
Correct.
Anything else that you've used hypnosis for?
Not that I can pinpoint as much as I can with the swimming, but I have used it to help me pace myself.
Okay.
On some of the marathons when I first started, I did, just like everybody else, I guess, take off like and just run like crazy, and I was having a problem with pacing, and I did use that for a time or two there. Just Bonnie's always been the one to help me with it, and we got some sessions there where I learned how to calm myself down and pace myself and get in a better rhythm and everything, instead of washing out halfway through the race. You know?
Great.
And that was a couple of times we did that, and that worked. You know?
Okay, good. Let's put a plug in here for Bonnie. I've forgotten, where do you live?
We live in Poplarville. Bonnie is the director of hypnosis for the Methodist Health System Foundation.
That's right. Okay.
in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay.
And she has a private practice also, but she is mainly works for the hospital.
Okay.
For the foundation.
Do you know what her website is?
Oh, her website is her personal website is I should know this right offhand, is Let Go Relax at AOL.com.
Let Go Relax at AOL.com. That's great.
Right.
Okay, excellent. Well, Ray, I assume that you would recommend hypnosis for anybody interested in sports and.
Absolutely.
Okay. Great.
It is a tool that is so easy to use, you know, and can benefit from it tremendously. I have. Like I said, the swim part, I went from just coming out the water just dead. I mean, I beat the water up and I didn't realize it was an inner fear.
Right.
And then after several sessions and it all came out and everything, and I learned to relax in the water and everything, I went from like I said, no bikes in the transition area to a bunch of bikes. Yeah.
Well, you know, when even on a short ride like 18, 20 miles, but certainly on the century rides, as I'm riding down the road, you're already in trance, and then I just start giving myself suggestions about energy and keeping the rhythm of the wheel spinning, and it's a great tool.
It is.
Yeah. This is Hypnosis Health Info, and this is Raymond Miller, and I'm Roger Moore.